Today I'll go over today's or yesterday's playoffs games. Even though this video is titled Boston Celtics Masterclass, I will go over most of the games from today. I will go over Philly and Nets. I will go over the Hawks game. I will go over the Knicks game. Yeah, and I'll also go over the best game of tonight, which is Sacramento versus the Warriors. So let's first begin with Philadelphia versus the Nets. Now, Embiid was incredible this game. Honestly, I expected him to be this good, but he was basically doubled or tripled the entire game. I think that Doc Rivers didn't do bad this game. He played some people who I thought that he wouldn't play, like Paul Reed. That was a pretty ballsy move from him. Good shit, Doc. I like that. The fact that Embiid was being doubled and tripled the entire game really shows you how powerful that guy is, man. Honestly, Jesus. Harden played extremely nice. He was looking amazing throughout the night. He didn't look fat or washed up at all throughout the night. He didn't look chunky. He didn't look like he was gonna go to the strip club afterwards. He looked great. He had, I believe, 13 assists throughout the night, and just that's a masterclass for me and for him. Good on him, you know. Also, PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, these are the other names that come up throughout this game, which they played good. Tobias Harris usually isn't that good. Tobias Harris did a scam job with his contract. However, some games he shows up. This game he showed up. Good for him. PJ Tucker, great player. I also heard that PJ Tucker basically cursed out Paul Reed before the game, and I think that worked out. Sorry, not before the game, before the second half. I think that really worked out. So yeah, good shit, PJ Tucker. Also, in other news, Din Shitty couldn't really do anything, but got crossed over by Harden. So basically, Spencer Dinwiddie had a little bit of drama before the playoff series with Kyle Kuzma, who called him Din Shitty Island and stuff. But yeah, Spencer played horribly last night. Mikal Bridges played quite well. In the second half, he kind of faded away, but it was basically a Philly takeover from the second half. The Celtics versus Hawks game. This was a domination from the Boston Celtics throughout the night. I watched this game. An amazing game. I loved it. I loved how dominating the Celtics were. The Hawks did not look good at all. They were shooting pretty horribly throughout the night. And in the first quarter, you could really tell who was going to win the game. Like, I really didn't need to watch this. The Celtics looked great overall. Robert Williams was amazing defensively. He cashed out lobs throughout the night. Marcus Smart had great defensive plays. He drew fouls amazingly throughout the night. He had a great game. And this is what you expect from the Boston Celtics. The deepest team in the playoffs is hella deep, as you guys can see. Trey looked fucking horrible. His lollipop sack head could not perform tonight. Sorry. I'm a Knicks fan, so I get to say shit like this. But yeah, he was garbo throughout the night. He shot horribly. He kept shooting. He hit his first three like fucking 20 minutes into the game. Horrible night for him. I'm sorry. Now let's take a look at the Knicks versus Cavs. Oh, basically, a little thing more. Jaylen Brown should really be careful with his fucking hand, with his right hand, because man, or his left hand, I'm not sure, because of his stitches. He had stitches because his hand got cut. You should be careful, man. Scary stuff. Yeah, whatever. Okay, now let's go to the Knicks and the Cavs. Amazing game, and I'm a Knicks fan, so I'll be talking a lot about this game. The Knicks basically dominated the game rebound-wise throughout the night, even though the Cavs are known to be a bigger team. Cavs are known to be one of the biggest teams in the NBA. However, they failed to the Knicks. It's mainly because even though the Cavs are tall, the Knicks have fucking Julius Randle, which is like a giant overweight guy. He's a heavyweight guy. So when he's battling the rebounds for Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, like they could get scared and backed up a bit from that huge guy coming towards them. No homo. Yeah, Jalen Brownson looked great. Mark Cuban can cry. Please don't sell me Mark Cuban, but I mean, you made a big ass mistake with this signing, with this non signing. Evan Mobley looked a bit confused throughout tonight. I think he should, take some example from Josh Giddey to see how he performed in the playoffs and, maybe copy it a bit. He looked fucking scared tonight, man. I'm sorry. Evan Mobley, I love you with all my heart, but that is not what you do if you're a defensive player of the year, okay? I don't think that you are a defensive player of the year, by the way. Sorry. And yeah, now let's go on to the best game of tonight. But beforehand, I want to tell the Knicks that I really appreciate them, and I think that Josh Hart and Quentin Grimes and Obi Toppin, they're all amazing players. And I just wanted to mention them because they played great. Okay. Now let's go on to Sacramento versus the Warriors. First of all, the atmosphere in the Sacramento game was amazing. Like, I watched the videos. It looked amazing. Every single point the crowd cheered. Cheered big time also. By the way, in like a couple of fucking minutes, the Memphis and Lakers game is about to start, so I'm gonna be watching that. But yeah, the Sacramento and Warriors crowd are both amazing. So this is gonna be such an electric series. I already know it, man. High scoring teams, high scoring games. Talking about high scoring, De'Aaron Fox, the clutch player of the year, scored 38 in his debut in the postseason, in the playoffs. Amazing game by him. I just love him so much. He was very clutch. He destroyed them in the fourth quarter. Curry and Wiggins looked great. I still want to appreciate the Warriors that even though that they lost, they had an incredible performance tonight. I mean, look at the fucking score, man. The game was close. The game was very close throughout the night and in the ending. Like, it only Curry fired up a 3-pointer that could have went in. That's how close this game was. So Sacramento should not be chill about this series at all. Like, this is a big fucking series for them. Draymond was dirty throughout the night. He was great at playmaking tonight, though. I gotta appreciate him in that case. But yeah, he sat on Sabonis for a second. That was fucking dirty. Talking about Sabonis, he was kind of shit. Like, he wasn't that good throughout the night. In the first 10 minutes that he played good. However, he just stopped playing good there. But yeah, even though Sabonis didn't play that well today, Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox, they just destroyed the Warriors. Good shit. Overall, best game of today was Sacramento and Warriors. The playoffs are looking great. Tomorrow I'll look at even more games maybe. In 2 days I'll look at even more games. Yeah, I just love the playoffs, man.